Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you a homeschool haul. Now this is a collective haul. I have some things from Generations, Master Books, and thriftbooks.com. So some of these things I collected through the end of last year and the holiday season. Took advantage of some of the sales that were going on, and I like to pick things up little by little, so it doesn't feel like a big purchase all at once. Some of these things I'll kind of talk through. If you saw my last video of my plan for 24-25, there are some things I'm still playing with, some ideas. So I do have some books that I'm not even sure if I'm gonna use next year. But I'll still show them in the video just in case you're shopping any of these companies for the new homeschool year. You can get an idea of what it looks like or what it's about. So this is from Generations. I purchased this on a Cyber Monday sale. They were having a really good sale. They did, I think, last year as well. But I believe they have sales all the time. So these I picked up, and I know I have a few things that I need to pick up as well that I wasn't sure about. So I'll be doing that. But this is what I have. The first 4 books are, I believe, the level 2 read alouds. We have missionary stories and just some good Christian novels that they've redone in these beautiful hardbacks. The first are John Chrysostom, The Preacher in the Emperor's Court. We have Robert Murray M'Cheyne, Life is an Adventure. We have Mary Jones and Her Bible. And The Giant Killer. So we're excited to read those. This particular book, Taking the World for Jesus, The Remarkable Story of the Greatest Mission. This is written by the creator of Generations. This book looks really great. This was only $1. So a lot of times they'll have deals. If you're purchasing anything from them, they'll offer you one of their books for $1, or they'll have some other deal that you can get a certain percentage off or what have you. So this is a really, really beautiful book, and probably something we'll read whenever we start world history. So this won't be something we'll use this year, but it's a nice resource, and it was a nice little bonus there. I did pick up level 2 history, Taking the Middle East for Jesus. So this is their history, and we're doing the story of Jesus' people now, which is level 1. Absolutely love it. We're really enjoying the stories within it, and excited to kind of carry on with the series. But the pictures, there's illustrations, photographs are all beautiful. It's just a really, really nice resource, and we're just excited to continue it. This time around, I did not go with the workbook that goes along with it. For level 1, I did use am using the workbook with my son, but didn't feel the need to continue with that for next year. But I will do an end of year kind of recap of all the materials we used, how we felt about it, and all of that. And I also picked up the Proverbs Companion Lesson Book. This is for ages 9+, so this is what my daughter will be working on as her Bible study next year. She's going to be going through Proverbs, and I'm excited for her to do that. So this will be an independent thing for her. So that is Generations. I'll go ahead and move on to Master Books. Okay, so here's Master Books. I do have the first 4 books for the answer books for kids. I have volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. I didn't get the whole set because I was trying to stay within budget for master books in particular, and just felt like these would be enough to get through the year. If I want to pick up more, I can always do that. But the volume 1 talks about questions from kids on creation in the fall. Volume 2 is questions from kids on dinosaurs and the flood of Noah. And then volume 3 is questions from kids on God and the Bible. And questions from kids on sin, salvation, and the Christian life. So we picked those up. And we picked both these What a Character books. They do have a third one I'm probably going to grab. But we have America's War Heroes and Inventors and Scientists. So these are readers. And again, Master Books is comes from a biblical worldview. So if you're looking into the company, so excited for those. These are brand new product there, and just a nice way to get some extra biographical content in for your kiddos. We have The Hand That Paints the Sky, Delighting in the Creator's Canvas. So this is just a book that goes along with our art that I picked up, which I'll show you in a little bit. Just really beautiful photographs and pictures. Well, I assume these are probably paintings. So that's just a resource. I have language lessons for living education level 2. And I mentioned in my planning video that I wasn't sure if I was going to continue this with my son. I may pass it on. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, we have some other potential plans for him, which I'm still kind of, working through. For this here, we have America's Story 3 timeline sheets. We have the book and the teacher's guide. So the book is just the reader. We've done 1 and 2, so just continuing on with it. And then this is the teacher's guide. Just gives you ideas on comprehension questions, different activities you can do, copy work. There's some art studies sprinkled through this, so we use this as a resource. I grabbed Let's Talk Science, Adventures in the Scientific Method. This is something I had intended for my daughter, but am now considering maybe doing more of a family style science. So I may just hold this on the shelf for my son down the road. I don't know. But I think they're keeping their own notebook in this one. And there's plenty of activities for them to do if you're interested in something like that. We grabbed Writing Strands, Beginning 1. So this is the student notebook and the teacher companion. And this companion you can use with all levels. I think there's 8 levels of Writing Strands. So this is just gives helpful guidance for the teacher. And then in here is broken by weeks. There's like a reading week, I believe, and a writing week. So it kind of alternates. So you're reading one week, like a book that you pick. There's also reading from the Bible in here, which I like. And I do actually need to really sit down. I mean, I kind of gazed over it, looked at it a little bit here and there. Because again, in the planning video that I previously posted, I mentioned not being quite sure about this writing program for my daughter, but I'm still open. I just have to sit and really dig into it and see how I can best utilize it for her. So that is Writing Strands Beginning 1. We have A Child's Geography Volume 2, Explore the Holy Land. This I purchased as a family subject. So we are currently doing the first level, which is escaping me. I think A Child's Geography, Volume 1. It's escaping me, the name of it, but we are using that one currently, and we're enjoying it. I like it's kind of written in a story form. Well, it's written like the author is talking to the student, and I like that. And it is kind of story form and kind of giving examples to real life, which I like. So we decided to carry on and do level 2. This is the new ocean book. I actually grabbed this as a resource to go along with the geography we're doing right now. So this is something we're just using as a resource. But there's a whole series of these books. They're really beautiful with lots of information. This is the ocean one. There's a whole slew of them on the website from the Wonders of Creation series. And then we have math lessons, level 5. So I grabbed this. And the reason for some of these I will explain in my end of year video. But my daughter has decided she wanted to return to this, and she's working on this currently. And then we have level 2. So that is my Master Books haul. Now I'll go ahead and share with you what I got from Thrift Books. So this is my Thrift Books haul. I did purchase this at the end of last year. These are some resources I wanted to just examine and look over and see if we can use them in our homeschool. So I got the primary language lessons from Emma Searle. We have the primary and the intermediate. Now the primary, I believe, goes to 2nd through 3rd grade. I believe that's the case. So you can get 2 years out of this. Let's see if it says, because it's skipping my memory currently. I believe it is. I believe you can separate this particular book into 2 grades. So 2nd and 3rd grade, and then this can be for 4th through 6th, so 4th, 5th, and 6th. And I was looking at these to use as a resource in our homeschool, and it's still an option. I'm still thinking through things of what I want to do, but basically how these are set up. Here, we'll look through the intermediate. So you have the lessons. There's things like dictation, picture study, reading, or reading aloud to your teacher. There's grammar work, writing sentences. In this case, when we're getting to these higher levels, you're writing stories, you're writing paragraphs, things of that nature. There are teacher guides that go along with it. I'm not quite sure those are a resource I'm going to pick up. I don't know. It's a possibility just for some extra guidance on how to use these. But like here, lesson 17, correct use of words. Number 1, write 3 sentences telling about what you taught a dog or other pet to do. Number 2, write 3 sentences telling what you have learned at school. Number 3, write 2 sentences telling something you have learned outside of school. So that's kind of, what your writing would be in what, I think this is the 4th grade section here. If we go a little further back, we have, lesson 293, description plan of a house. So here's a plan for a house of 4 rooms. Draw a plan for a larger house. Write a description of your plan. In your description, give the size of each room, the number of windows, and the color of wallpaper to be used. State how each room is to be furnished. Here, selection to be memorized. So there is memorization in here, which is probably something I wouldn't use with my kids. I don't know, I guess it depends, you know. But yeah, so I wanted to pick these up, and you know, things like this, always buy used. Well, you can get them brand new at like places like Rainbow Resource, but you can get them so much cheaper used. So I always recommend materials that have been around for a really long time to first look for used. You can go on Facebook Marketplace. You can go on websites like Mercari, eBay, Thrift Books. So I'm going to look into these further. Again, I haven't squared away all my plans for next year, which I talked a little bit about in that last video. So I'm kind of really mulling over some ideas and seeing which direction I want to go. Same goes with these 2 books. I bought Easy Grammar 3 and Easy Grammar 5. I already have Easy Grammar 4 on my shelf that I bought used last year. So I'm thinking, as you can see, Mama already labeled all the sections here. And I am thinking of using this with the kids. The reason, these are the teacher manuals, and in the teacher manuals you'll have on your left side the, let's go to one that's easier to read. You'll have all your answer keys, and then on the right side is a blank copy of that same worksheet. So you can make copies of these and pass them on to your kids. It's just an easier way for me to do it. They do have the workbooks that just have these worksheets in them that you can pick up for your kids. They also have Dailygrams, which is like a daily practice worksheet that goes along with this and kind of, you know, accumulates all of the topics that you're using and gives you a daily practice of those. I don't think I'll be using those. I don't know. I'm still, again, figuring all of this out. So I did grab this to have as a grammar component in our homeschool. So that is my Thrift Books order. So that is my homeschool haul, guys. Thanks for watching. If there was any particular materials here that you had questions on, or just, you know, want to discuss a little bit, let me know. Drop that down in comments. I'm happy to answer that. Just thought I would go ahead and share. Sometimes it's nice, especially in the shopping season of homeschool, like many of us are in, getting ready for next year. You want to see the books and you want to kind of look through them. I know I just quickly kind of talked about each one. So again, if there is something you'd like a closer look at, let me know. And I will see you in the next video, guys.